RHP, and today we are having our first edition of Fun Friday whereby we just talk. Leo tunapiga tu story, okay? And hopefully by the end of the stories, there's something we'll be able to learn, something useful, something important. If you're new to the channel, again, go ahead and subscribe. And so I wanted to share this experience which I had many years ago when I was still a student. There's this time, and I think it was during opening days, I was in school. Was I joining Form 1? I can't remember well. I think it was when I was preparing to join Form 1. So we went with my dad to the market to look for shoes. And so we were searching shoes from one vendor to another, just trying to see what is appropriate, what fits well, what is comfortable, what is acceptable at school and stuff like that. And so I remember this particular vendor we went to, and so I was trying to fit some shoes just to see which one fits. And I fit about 3 or 4 shoes, and none seemed to be my size. They were too small for me. And so I could tell the person who was selling, the seller was getting a little frustrated because maybe he had hoped to make sale out of us, but then we couldn't buy what does not fit. And so as I was continuing to fit, at some point he made a remark which rubbed my father the wrong way. I didn't mind because anyway, I didn't put much into it, but apparently my dad minded his remarks, okay? So he said something along the lines of, he said it in Swahili. He said, "Huyu mtoto wako akona mguu kubwa kama ya mwanaume." My dad didn't like that remark. Okay, to those who don't understand Swahili, he basically commented and said that I seem to have big feet like men. Did I do a good translation? I don't know. And my dad didn't like it, and he clapped back immediately. You know what he said? He said, "Kwani wanaume hawavai viatu?" And in my mind I was like, "Dad, you're the one teaching us about respect and all that. Did you just talk back to him?" I was shocked. I didn't expect him to clap back. But then I felt so good that he had my back. I wasn't expecting it. My dad is this kind of person who is a disciplinarian, He's all about good character. He's all about good manners. He's all about talk to people nicely, act nicely, I didn't expect that he would clap back in that kind of manner, and we never had this conversation anyway. But I felt so good. I felt so good that he protected me at that time. I felt good that he did not like the remarks that were being thrown at me, which were negative. It made me feel like, oh my goodness, I have somebody who protects me. I have somebody that will not allow anybody to disrespect me. And I still remember the incident up to date. I don't know if my dad remembers, but I still remember. And the reason why I shared this story, the reason why I shared the experience is because I understand there are people who are not aware of what they are throwing out there. There are people who make remarks unnecessarily, and sometimes they are aimed at minors who are innocent. And so it is good, if you're a parent and you're listening to this, it's good to always stand up for your children, especially when they are being disrespected, when they are being bullied, when unnecessary remarks are being thrown at them. It's okay to stand up for them. And when they are experiencing these negative remarks, please stand up to them, for them immediately. Don't wait. Don't pull the person, don't pull the offender to the side to talk to them. Do it in front of your child so that your child will know you have their back. Number 1. Number 2, your child will know it is not okay. It is not allowed for anybody to talk to them in a way that is not deserving. And so it gave me a lot of courage. It gave me a lot of encouragement. Now that I'm a parent, I'm able to do the same thing. Not that I'm looking forward to always, speak back to people or, clapping back or something like that. But if you come at my child, I'm going to come after you. No, I'll check you. If you disrespect my child, it's my responsibility to protect my child because, she looks up to you. Your baby, your child is looking up to you as a parent, is looking up to you as a guardian, for you to protect them, for you to be there for them, for you to even give them direction. And you don't want to send a message that it is okay for people to talk to you the way they are talking to you, especially if it is a negative way. It is not okay. And so you want to stand up for them so that they can learn to stand up for themselves. Nowadays, if you tell me something, I'm going to respectfully let you know that I did not like what you told me, if it is something negative and unnecessary, you know. And if you're one of those people who talk loosely, without thinking, without, you know, evaluating what you're about to say, if you're one of them, please gather your insecurities and dump them somewhere else, not at somebody's child. Especially children. I'm so passionate about this because there's a lot of bullying that goes on sometimes unnoticed, which is unfair. There are a lot of remarks which are being made and directed to children unnecessarily, and you don't know what you're doing to these children. It sticks in their minds and they start having esteem issues. They start feeling bad about themselves. Kama wengine wanapenda kuambia watoto, oh, we ni kanono, umenona sana, commenting on their weight in a negative way, commenting on their height. Oh my goodness, what are they supposed to do about their weight and height? Like, really? If you are an adult and you are one of those people who like commenting unnecessarily on other people's children, throwing remarks which are uncalled for, gather all the insecurities you have in your life, the ones that you have currently and the ones that you experienced in the past, and dump them somewhere else. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to sound harsh, but please let us adapt a culture of encouraging, lifting up our children, making them feel good about themselves. That said, I'm not saying you shouldn't discipline them, you shouldn't correct them, but do it in a way that it will not destroy them. And avoid throwing unnecessary remarks towards them. They don't deserve it, and it is not for you to even throw them. It's not something that brings anything good out of it, okay? And so I wanted to share that story. I don't know about you. If you've experienced bullying before, how did it go? How did you overcome the stigma? If you're a parent and your child has gone through bullying, how did you handle it? Share with us in the comment section. Let's learn together. Give us your experience. That was all for Fun Friday. Let's meet again on another episode. And if you're new to the channel, as usual, this is my plea. Please subscribe, so that whenever we are dropping a new content, you're able to come in and join us and learn together. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Have a beautiful weekend. God bless you.